Hi, my name's Moonpie and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, if you're unaware, Battlefield 2042 is making use of specialists, who are unique soldiers who each have their own gadget and passive perk. I feel that this is 2042 attempting to mimic the success of games like Rainbow Six, who have operators which have unique functionality and gadgets. On launch, 2042 will have 10 specialists, 4 of which were outlined in detail with the reveal trailer. Recently, with the Exodus short film, which I'd highly recommend checking out, we were introduced to Kimball Irish Graves, who represented the 5th specialist of 2042. Like the other specialists, he has an active and passive ability. His active ability, Fortification System, appears to be broken down into 2 components. First, you have the DCS deployable cover, which sounds a lot like a riot shield. Games have made frequent use of riot shields and other means of deployable cover. COD and Apex are the games that come to mind. I've always found this type of functionality fairly clunky and rarely useful though, so I was curious how 2042 is hopefully going to implement a more versatile and useful solution. Then I'd remembered that we may have actually already seen Irish in action in the gameplay reveal. At 2:34 you're able to see a soldier briefly hiding behind what appears to be some temporary deployable cover. The shield covers up to about his mid-torso and that's about it. Overall, I'm not sure how useful this cover is going to be, and that's maybe why he has a second activatable, which is the APS-36 Shootdown Sentinel, which indicates that it takes down explosive projectiles. Now, as such, I assume this functions in a very similar way to the man-portable active protection system in Battlefield 4, which allows for the destruction of things like grenades and RPGs coming within the vicinity of the active device. Now, it's important to note that this device in Battlefield 4 didn't work all the time. From memory, it could take down 1 projectile per 10 seconds. Now, his second ability, Veteran, indicates that it provides armor. Now, presumably this means that he'll be able to take a little bit more damage before going down. And in a game where it's player versus player, having that extra split second might be all that you need to be able to kill the other player before they can kill you. It also mentions that there are additional bonuses from downed enemies. So I assume this basically means that every time you kill an enemy, they might drop some armor that you can put on. Whether this increases the armor that you have on, or whether this goes to a hard cap, I'm not exactly sure, but we'll know a bit more when we actually get our hands on the game. Nevertheless, this is a really awesome perk and it could be extremely powerful. Now, overall, I'm not a massive fan of tech that slows down gameplay, and Irish's kit clearly promotes a more defensive style of play. This might have some use in a game mode like Breakthrough, but in Conquest, which is all about mobility, I doubt it'll have much practical application. So that's what we know about Irish, but that still leaves another 5 specialists that are unknown. Or are they? I've got some speculation on what some of these specialists might actually be. In the reveal trailer at 1:34, you see a fairly imposing soldier stab and then take the dog tags of another soldier. He clearly has raised body armor that extends about his neckline and also has a black mask. In the gameplay trailer, 1 second before you see the deployable cover, i.e. at 2:33, you see a soldier who has a riot shield of some kind. Now, the soldier that is holding the shield appears to have raised body armor around his neck and also has a black helmet. This player's name is Madeline, which then comparing it to the squad icons to the right of the map corresponds with a soldier who has a black mask and raised body armor. As such, I feel this is another specialist, whose special ability is to deploy a riot shield. The shield clearly covers his head and body, but leaves his legs exposed, which is unfortunately in line with the majority of other iterations of shields in FPS games. There is a cable running around the outside of the shield, so I'm curious if it contains some sort of light to blind, like Blitz from Rainbow Six, or has some other stunning functionality if someone decides to get too close. Additionally, it appears he's using both hands to hold the shield, so is probably unable to fire a gun whilst using it. Now, this is obviously completely speculative, but I wouldn't be surprised if his perk reduced the damage he took from explosives. I only say this because his body armor is obviously a little bit more raised, which sort of coincides with the armor worn by bomb disposal units. But obviously, we'll see what his actual perk is in the coming months. Whilst there are squads and teamwork in Battlefield, you rarely see squads so close together that something like a riot shield would actually be useful. Now 2042 might be different, but I doubt the shield, just like Irish's kit, will be overly practical. So there you go, we've taken a look at Irish and the usefulness of his kit, as well as speculated about another riot shield using Specialist. So what are your thoughts on what I've covered? Do you agree or disagree with what I've said? Let me know in the comments. Feel free to come and check me out on Twitch, link is in the description, and whatever the case, that'll be for now, so I'll catch you again next time. Bye.